Hello and welcome to the third episode of How to Draw Really Good. I'm your host Oliver and today I'm going to be teaching you how to draw Shrek. Shrek is from three of my favourite films ever, Shrek 1, Shrek 2 and Shrek 3D. 3D is my favourite one, so that's a Shrek that we'll be drawing today. I'll just point out at this stage that this is an advanced tutorial and it shouldn't be attempted unless you've tried my previous tutorials with good results. Now we're going to start with the head, which is like a square with no corners, like a circle. And as always, we do one eye slightly larger than the other to get the full 3D effect. For the benefit of my new students, you want to do a C for the mouth, put it to the side so that you can get a depth of perception and get a good depth of field on the character. You want to do quite detailed top teeth and then less detailed bottom teeth. That's starting to look really professional. But we need to add green to the skin to have an ogre-like texture that will look 3D. So we use the fill tool so that it looks 3D and rounded. You want to draw little egg cups for the ears on sticks. Keep them quite short towards his head and a little bit wider as they go off into the atmosphere. As always, you want to make one slightly larger than the other to give that realistic effect. Now you want to use the eyebrowing technique in which you move the mouse up and down as fast as possible in the direction where you want the eyebrows to go. Try to be careful, as if you do them too slanted, Shrek will end up looking angry, which is not something that you want to do. Now unlike pandas, Shrek's ears are the same colour as his face, so you want to go ahead and make those 3D green as well. Now you want to make a darker green shade for the inside of Shrek's head to get a real in-the-head look. Now, a novice such as yourselves might think that Shrek's face is complete, but what we can do now is a technique called lipping, which is another exclusive for the show, in which you outline the lips with a pink colour to give definition and style to the character. You'll notice that looks a lot more professional than it did 2 seconds ago, and it was so little effort for such a big improvement. Now, the next stage is to draw two bucket-like shapes underneath Shrek's head, and they will form part of Shrek's clothes. I think it's like a little waistcoat that he's wearing. Now, to get ready for the next step, we need to colour those in a dark brown colour. Now we have to add some texture lines. That's a new technique, it's called texturalizing. You use the paintbrush tool to draw black squiggly lines in the direction of the texture you want to portray. As you've probably guessed, the top lines want to be more jagged and then smoother as they go down the jacket to make it look more realistic and 3D. That's really starting to take shape now. So we can go ahead and draw the outlines of Shrek's body, which are two half circles protruding from the underneath of his waistcoat. Now, I had a lot of complaints previously from people that were struggling to draw feet, so I decided in this tutorial I'll focus on the top half of Shrek. Now, you want to colour Shrek's t-shirt in a light grey colour, the colour of gravel. Now, you need to pay really close attention to these next lines, as if you don't do them properly, you'll lose the 3D effect. You need to get the arm just right. And with this arm as well, you need to get it exactly precise, so take your time with it, redo it if you need to, just make sure you keep that 3D professional effect. Perfect. Now we can start drawing Shrek's hands. Now Shrek has quite long nails, so you want to do a bit of a jaggedy hand on one side, and then because of the 3D effect, it might look a little bit weird, but you want to do the hand quite small and squashed on the other side. This is so that it looks like Shrek is reaching out of the screen and grabbing the viewer. It's a dramatic effect that's used a lot in Pixar and Disney films. It's called viewer retention. You can go ahead and colour Shrek's hands in the same colour as his face, that ogre green we were talking about previously. Now, this is an advanced tutorial, so this next step is quite complicated. As you know, with Shrek, obviously, the first thing you notice about him is his bow tie. So you need to get this exactly right so that people know that it is Shrek. So just like that. And that is Shrek finished. So you want to go ahead and put your name and your age on there so that it's a professional piece of work. Oh, I almost forgot. You can add green wiggly lines above Shrek, and these are called smell lines, and this will make the audience know that Shrek is actually giving off a strong odour. So I hope you learned a lot of really cool new techniques that were really professional, realistic and 3D. Also, we learned about texturizing today and lipping, which are both exclusive techniques that you won't find anywhere else. So I hope you really enjoyed it. Please subscribe, like the video, leave a comment of what you want help with next. Check out the Facebook, the Twitter, and you can submit your own pictures to the Tumblr account. I'll review some of them. And now let's have a look at my previous student Neef and how he found the tutorial. I don't think he's seen the film because that looks a lot like a female version of Shrek. He's obviously got lipstick on and breasts, it looks like there. Also, one of Shrek's hands appears to be made out of broccoli and the other a dinosaur. And he's missing his waistcoat and the bow tie is huge, so he's obviously done that wrong. Neef. Well, hopefully one day you'll learn how to draw really good. Thank you.